Many Ngāpuhi leaders are doubtful the Crown's renewed effort to get its treaty settlement back on track will work and are furious they've been given just days' notice before an open hui about a way forward. The government announced yesterday that it no longer recognises the mandate of Tūhoronuku, opening the door for a new group to negotiate the settlement. But many hapū remain unconvinced they will be listened to. Te Aniwa Hurihanganui reports.
It's back to the drawing board for the country's biggest iwi, which has not been able to reach a settlement with the Crown for a decade. Treaty Negotiations Minister Andrew Little says he will no longer work with Tūhoronuku, the group the Crown initially recognised as having the mandate to negotiate the Ngāpuhi settlement.
It was pretty clear to me as Minister we weren't going to make progress with the current Tūhoronuku mandate. We'll put the feelers out to takiwā and other groups of hapū about getting their mandates. One thing I'm very clear about, however, is that issues that are common to every hapū of Ngāpuhi, issues like he whakaputanga, the social and economic policies that have caused deprivation. The Crown wants one conversation on those issues, not multiple conversations.
The move has been hailed by the government as a new opportunity, a fresh start for takiwā and hapū to discuss how area-specific cultural redress should be negotiated and what a new mandate process should look like. But Te Uri Taniwha hapū representative, Hinerangi Himiona, says she's extremely frustrated because that is what hapū have been asking for years.
Where's the apology? Where's the acknowledgement of the huge cock-up that happened? That was tūhono in the evolved mandate process. It was obvious back then that Tūhoronuku was not going to take us to the place that we wanted to be as Ngāpuhi. And he also could have begun talking to the hapū and the natural groupings that we were and are and were prepared to become.
The evolved mandate model was rejected by 70 of Ngāpuhi's 110 hapū last year. Te Whiu hapū representative, Sam Napier, says he can't believe the Treaty Negotiations Minister has now given hapū just 4 days' notice to meet with him about a new way forward.
The Minister need not think that he's Santa Claus coming down the chimney on Christmas Eve with this announcement. He has in fact given us 4 days' notice of a hui that he's called at Waitangi. That tells me that the Crown's attitude hasn't changed. They think because they whistle, we Ngāpuhi hapū rangatira will come running. It's when this Labour-led government starts showing respect for Ngāpuhi hapū rangatiratanga, then I'll find some optimism.
Tūhoronuku stalwarts Sunny Tau and Hone Sadler both resigned as chair from the group this year. Sam Napier, also a former chair, says Tūhoronuku lost the backing of the iwi because it lost touch with the people at the grassroots.
Where we went wrong is we became out of touch with the hapū and grassroots of Ngāpuhi. The Waitangi Tribunal essentially said that Tūhoronuku processes belittled Ngāpuhi hapū rangatiratanga.
Treaty Negotiations Minister Andrew Little intends to meet with hapū and takiwā over the next 6 months. Ngāti Hine Chair Peter Tipene says many hapū have already been mobilising to be in a position to negotiate with the Crown.
Ngāti Hine's position is that we're moving ahead with our 9 hapū as a large natural grouping, and that's why we've gone out on the road and started talking to our people with or without the support of the government. Other large natural groupings are starting to emerge, and people have been working away in the background.
But he's not holding his breath that this renewed effort by the Crown will get the settlement back on track, and he has a word of warning for the minister this time around.
Do not continue to do what the government has been doing for the last 10 years, which is to dictate to Ngāpuhi how we should configure ourselves and move forward together.
The government is also considering establishing a new Ngāpuhi Sovereign Investment Fund to help provide assets which could be used in any agreement for redress with Ngāpuhi. Mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi, ko te Aniwa Hurihanganui, aho.